So take your time with it, though. Just, you know, whenever you're ready, go. Okay? Okay, here we go. Action!
Who wants some?
That was awesome! That was the shit! Action!
Who wants some?
Genius. Brilliant. Now, wait. Before you guys get here, is everything okay?
Yeah. Nothing. No.
I need to bring the camera right here, and I need to get these guys and go.
Right? Or what? My fault. It was my fault. Now I had my hand out, fell on my wrist. Don't let him massage your wrist. No, stop. Only if you suck my black wiener.
Isn't that a little small? Hey, Jack, isn't that a little small?
Sometimes you got to work with what you got. And this is all I got right now. Sun all day.
And you said you were packing.
I am. Look, I got a bunch of wieners. Shit. See, where she's sitting, Yeah, but see, I'm gonna have that right up against the fence. Yep. And put yours from behind it. Well, yeah, good.
So that way to give you a chance, you have room and I have room, and then you clear it, and all of a sudden it shows me just pop up, and then you walk to the fence, just lean right to the fence, to the table.
Yeah, is that a good distance where you go? I'm gonna stretch it out a little bit. Yeah. Bam. On this, walk all the way to the edge of the box. Walk to the edge. Yeah. All right. Okay. I'll do that. I got you. And then make sure when you look at it, make sure that I'm where I'm supposed to be, just in case you got that just going back and forth. I'll hold you till it's time.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay.
I go flat and I'm gonna end that like this.
So so you both don't go. You're the only one to move. All right, let's do it. So
When you end, are you going to be on the risers or are you going to be back there?
No, I'm gonna be coming through the air like this.
Okay.
Right?
You're not coming down with me. No.
You want me to sit down?
No.
I could.
No.
It's safer.
No. It looks better if you just threw me through and you standing over me.
Yeah, like I'm gonna come down like I'm throwing him. I pull like that.
Okay.
And I have like this.
And then you might as well just, when you end, you might as well just hold it, and then we can start joking and then you do this.
Now, if you want to follow through,
I would feel better protecting you like this because I can.
but I'm saying, you don't think if you follow through and we just like both come through the fence on the table?
I'm coming through with you.
Okay, make sure you get me past the fence.
I'll come. Yeah, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna bust through the fence with him and close the thing with his back. You guys just gotta be there.
All I'm doing, I'm right here. And you just flip me up.
See the way it's flipping? Just get one guy to help
I'm
you.
just gonna come up.
Yeah, you're going to have to duck though because your head's going to be over there.
Broken leg.
Any more sandbags on?
This is one time, dog. And when you say go, it's go, right?
Now, this. His legs are going to be way high in the air.
No, I'm gonna be up on his shoulders, facing him.
But your legs.
My head is gonna be up in the air. My head.
He's sitting here. His groin is here.
It's
like a sexual position.
Okay, so he's like straddling your face.
Yeah, basically. You ain't have to say the shit like that. Lord have mercy, he getting that fucking gay shit. Come on, man.
Why do you gotta get personal now? You know that's the way I am.
So either you want to get lower or you want to get wider.
Now listen.
He's gonna be this high. His head's gonna be here.
Do you want to see you land? Or do you want to see all the shit fly up in the air after you've gone down?
No, you gotta see him go through the table.
You need to put on film what's gonna fucking be good.
Don't worry about potato chips.
I mean, I'm telling you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna hit the table, the shit gonna fly. If you want to film me going to the ground, that's up to you. If you, I don't fucking know. Come on.
All right, let's do it. And action!
Bring it.
Cut. Put it down.
There's no room here. You got to give it all in one motion.
You got another thing? Get one more. Get one more.
Hey, Roxy,
I
we got
couldn't
another.
swing up by myself.
Roxy, get another riser.
Yes. Watch your foot.
We can always still do the other spot.
No,
Wait, Jack.
we're doing this one.
No, we need to do something about that.
If I choke, what if I get you?
We're doing this one. Trust me.
I trust you. This is something I'm not feeling this. Dog, let's go.
Are we rolling? Yep. No. Hold on. All right, here we go.
Careful. Just worry about the fence.
Jack kick like a motherfucker.
No.
All right. On three.
Are we rolling, guys?
Ready, let's go.
No, not yet. Hold on. Action!
Go. See,
Listen. All I fucking need is for somebody to help me get up on his shoulder. That's all I'm asking. Just fucking put me up on his shoulder. Just give us a second. When you say, hey, wait, just get me up on his fucking shoulder.
How do we push up there?
Alright.
Is there something higher we can stand on?
Come on, just push me up. Come on.
Jack, hold on a second. What if we got a higher table and squatted you up like this? Right one his leg.
Flip me over.
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Come on.
Dog, I'm not feeling it, man.
You behind it. Come on.
Jack,
Come on.
I'm not feeling it.
Come on.
I can't do it, Jack. I'm scared I'm gonna fall and drop you.
You're not gonna drop me.
Bro, I'm telling
Bro,
you.
once they get me up there, just let them get me up there. All right, because they don't have to let you go until I get to the fence.
I don't want to hurt you, dog.
You not, fuck that. Come on.
Do you guys want to run through on the ground?
Come on.
Get him up and see if they're comfortable with it first.
Come on.
Can you do that?
Come on. All right, come on. Fuck this bullshit. Come on.
Let's get him up.
There's the table. There you go. All right, Tyler, go ahead.
Comment. Go.
Action!
There you go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
What?
Come on. Oh my God.
Cut! Awesome. You okay? That shit was hot.
Look good?
That shit looked great.
Will we clear?
Yeah?
Alright.
Let's do it again. Set it up! You okay?
Yeah.
Dude, that was awesome. That was great.
What went on out there? Like, it was really hard for you guys. You're on like a
Yeah, it's like I was gonna powerbomb Jack through the fence through a table, but I got a broken leg, and he's a heavy guy, and we were standing on a platform. It was very narrow, so if I took a step to the side, I would have dropped him on his head, and re-broke my leg. So I was a little nervous. So once we finally got a big fat ass up there, it was easy to go through at the bump, but. I mean, I give all the credit in the world to Jack and respect him like crazy, because I'd say we were at least 9 feet in the air, and he hit the ground like he's a big guy, like I said, and it was like between me and him together, it's 500 pounds, and he hit that floor. I mean, you know, I respect him to death. Well, you know, I got a broken leg and all that, but Jack's the man. And then the biggest part of the bump was obviously Joe from ICP coming through with the push. You know, it took a lot of practice and work to do. You know, he gave me the version of polar bear thrust with his arm, dropped the kick, fucked up the whole shot, but I'm glad he was in it.
PDT.
Yeah, there you go.
What's your opinion of backyard wrestling?
I don't support. I don't like it. I respect. I respect to death. I don't like it, and because I'm a wrestler, I don't know this guy what's going on, but I'm respectful of those guys.
So you respect him or you don't?
Yeah, I'm respected.
You respect
Whatever it is, yeah, I'm respected. I know it's the young guys, but people like it. I don't know why but people like it. So I'm respect for those guys.
Do you watch it and like maybe see a move you want to do? Do you take their move or?
I watched it one time, and I say those guys are crazy. There's a respect for crazy guys. No, not for me.
I'll ask you about backyard wrestling. Like, do you look down on that, or do you think backyard wrestling is somewhere where people can get a start? Like,
it's fine. What people do, as long as they do it 100%, you know, I don't deal with anybody for doing anything. You know, they see there's a chance to get into something else, yeah, fucking do it. You know, whether it's sport, as long as you give it 100%, you don't bitch about it, and you don't stab nobody in the back to do it, and get it done. I have total respect for that. I don't care if it's ballet. Fuck, you know, backyard wrestling's fine. As long as they're looking at an avenue to get somewhere, and as long as they enjoy doing what they're doing, and don't fuck anybody else over while they're doing it.
What is your opinion of backyard wrestling?
I am not too crazy about it. I think, yeah, I don't dig it at all. I mean, I don't watch a whole lot of it, but I mean, how can anybody's opinion be, you know, watching kids smash light bulbs in their face? And it's so dangerous on a controlled environment. You know, the last thing I would be doing is letting my kid out there, you know. I mean, I want to see it personally because I can't believe it. I don't understand why they want to do it anyways. I mean, I don't know. Personally, I mean, if I was hiring and firing, I'd have to take that as a, you know, a little bit of a negative on the resume. Go to school.
You don't like it?
Nope.
No.
It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful to wrestling.
How so?
Why back in the day when all it took was a body slam and an elbow drop or a double headbutt knockdown to finish a match? To where nowadays you got to jump off the top of that building with a pitchfork and come poke the guy in the eyes with a pitchfork just to get a victory. It don't make no sense. Why would you want to hit somebody with a 1987 Buick to try to take it home? Why? When back in the day, all it was a simple elbow drop, and that's it.
One more thing is that most of the kids who are doing the backyard wrestling really have like no fear and amazing potential. So, you know, those are the kids that should be, you know, getting some discipline, getting their backpacks and going where they can, you know, they could wrestle for hours at a time in school. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me.
Is the protein drink of champions. To all the backyarders, front yarders, basementers. It's the drink that you drink when you're trying to get your freak on. And you think you want to go out there and get on top of a house and dive off and kill yourself? Have your protein drink. 8 different liquors. A bunch of ice cubes. And a lemon squeeze. You drink this, is guaranteed to bring you to your knees, bro. You drink this shit, your goddamn criminal record be longer than mine.
I guess I want to say to the backyard wrestlers is pretty much you need to be careful what you do out there and what you show on TV, because if that's your gig, what you like to do, and it sends out a message to these other young kids here, which mixes up with the wrestling that we do. See, we're trained professionals to do what we do. I had to go through schools and schools, hours and hours of training before I got where I am. Now, when kids see the backyard wrestling, they think, wow, you know, but they don't know that these kids here on backyard wrestling has no type of training whatsoever. They are trying to be like us. You follow me? So that's why I say backyard wrestling is very dangerous. You know, it can send out the wrong message, which it does to the young kids as far as what wrestling is.
Can you give me your opinion on backyard wrestling? And like,
I have no opinion on backyard wrestling except for There's some crazy kids. I won't even watch it. I watched 2 seconds of it and turn that shit off. You know, I mean, that's not an art. This is an art form. Okay, you know, making people care. Really, that's what it comes down. Nobody cares about backyard wrestling. That's just saying, boy, that's some stupid motherfuckers. Ichiban.
Do you like backyard wrestling?
I want to. Before me XPW match, me who backyard booking many please backyard. So now backyard wrestling ICP Jagaro good is Sabu or Sandman New Jack Batman Pondo or I like I want to USA United States backyard wrestling school or park. I want to match.
You want to do a backyard match?
Yeah, no.
No, you won't do it?
Yes.
Oh, you want to or no? No.
No, me want to.
Oh, you
I
want
like no problem. Backyard, no problem. Crazy. It's crazy. I am crazy. No problem. Arriba, backyard.
Cool, man. Thank you, Nasama.
Hi. Arigato.
Anything specific that you want me to ask you that you might want to speak about? Or that's not your mind. It's up to you. I'm sure you have stuff that there's probably something that on your mind that you'd like to answer.
What? No, not really, man. You know, I'm at peace with everything. Everything's cool.
Let me ask you this, like behind the scenes, like all the fans hear about ribs and the trying to express social forms. Can you tell me something that had happened to you?
Oh man, we're talking 12 years of ribs. You want me to say? You know what? Unfortunately, I was a guy that never really got ribbed on. Being, I guess, was a respect in the business. A young guy who started early, but at the same time had a lot of guys that respected me, and I thank God for that. You know, it was, I guess when guys see you being one of the OGs in the business, sort of like, I guess, 12, 13 years. I started young, but then I feel old, and I'm not really that old yet. But I never really got ribbed on. But of course, I've seen a lot of ribs that happened back there. As far as guys' suitcase, the guy would come back from his match, and all of a sudden you'll see his suitcase hanging up from the rafters, chained up with dog chains. Or a guy will come back from his match, you'll open his bags, and you see that he doesn't have his gear, his clothes in there. Maybe there might be shaving cream full in the bag. So there was a lot of rips. You might come out one time from the show, you go out to your car and your tires are missing. Seats are out from the car, so it was a lot, but they've never been like real serious.
Pull ribs on anybody, or did you ever have ribs pulled on you?
Absolutely.
Like you tell
There are ribs that are like, most people are so hostile now too and everything, but I remember when women first started joining WWF, and one girl moved, you have to get your placing. It's like being a teacher, you have to like get your placings, and don't touch this, and you should come in humble, like in any profession or in anybody's home or anything. And I think there are a lot of people who, when they first started joining a big company, that were not doing the high school arenas with 200 seats, walk into this crowds of 20,000 people every night, and I'm going to be a big star. You forget that there is a political hierarchy, there is a respect, there are things to be learned, there are things to pay attention to, and I think that was very difficult for the women, especially. But most of the guys, I think, were got it when they had to be taught a little bit, but the women were very difficult. I remember just coming right in and owning the place, and they just didn't get it. So I would have some people move my stuff, and I would take the approach at first, if you ever move my stuff again, you're gonna, I will take your shit and throw it out the door, which I have done as well.
Like, can you tell us about like a rib that you might have pulled on somebody, or a rib that you had pulled on you that you remember?
I don't play games like that, man. You're talking to the wrong person. Like, a lot of people do that, and this is one reason I couldn't get along very well with WWE is because they wanted me to be a wrestler and act like a wrestler. The reason I did well at what I did at the time I did it is because when you see me in the ring as a wrestler, that's really an extension of my personality. If you want me to be somebody else, I have to become an actor, which I guess I'm not good at because I wasn't good at becoming someone else. I was good at being me. Running around beating people up, acting like you beat people up, and then, you know, flipping around and shit like that. But I wasn't good at changing and becoming somebody else. And it's the only political thing I can tell you that was depressing towards me, and I didn't think about ribbing or joking with people in the locker room. I thought about my work. I'm very serious about what I do. I had friends and we played around, you know, outside in the bars and stuff like that, but it was work. It's time to work.
Then I've glued some suitcases shut, you know, or, you know, accidentally spilled some water on stuff. You know, these are people's lives that they're living on the road, you know, it's their home, each locker room you go into. And it would always amaze me. I don't think I ever got to a point in the women's locker room where women had respect like that, in that way. The guys were different.
Which rib did you personally pull on somebody?
What would I?
I'm sure you ribbed somebody.
My rib. All right, you ready for this? This is going to be Rikishi confidential now. It's coming out. My rib would be this. If I didn't like anybody and the guy that I knew that was going to wrestle, I'd wait for him a long time. If we were sitting in the back and this guy here would rib me and think that I didn't know it, then maybe once, I won't put it over the first day or second day. I'll wait till down the line comes. Might be 1 month, might be 2 months. But what I'll do, I'll finally see when we're booked and working together. That's when Kishi, I have 3 pair of tights. The clean tights, the so-so tights, and then the tights that I never take out the bag. That's the tights that you don't want me to wear. So that's my rib there. When I don't like somebody, I'll pull out the tights that I never bring out the bag. And believe me, when I walk out to the arena, everybody gonna smell what I'm cooking.
Does being arrested, does it help get the women?
No.
That pulls the chicks?
No.
No?
No. No. Yeah. A little bit. Watch this. Hey, girl, come on. Let me holler at you real quick. You know I'm wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to be my girl?
Sure.
See? Just like that. That was easy. All right. I'll holler at you later, girl. All right? All right, cool. Just like that. You get in the ring, you show some bling, and bow, you get a girl just like that, quick.
Oh yeah, right now. We're walking down Hollywood Boulevard. We on the black end. That's what they call the dark end. We down here where the niggas be hanging out. Where you find a hooker for $20, some crack for 10. You find a hotel room for $12.95 for fucking 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? This is what we doing.
Tell me when it's ready, man.
All right.
All right. Now, this is what we do here. We engrave stuff. La la la. Dog tag, put him in.
She's pretty.
I know.
She's very pretty.
Really? Oh, that's sweet.
You know, I kiss you on your jaw. I kiss you like right there.
Let us get a kiss.
Okay.
You won't let her kiss you?
Come here.
What's your name, wrestler?
I have Mike's wallet. I stole his wallet. On the table, I put New Jack Twitter and Rumbridge. Alright.
You want to go for a walk and come back? You think? What's up? What is this?
Same thing, New Jack 211 Rumbridge. It's a black thing, don't worry. 211, you know what 187 means?
No.
187? When it comes down to the cop, it means murder. 211 means robbery. 187 is homicide, 211 is murder. Get it?
Gotcha.
Alright. So let it happen again.
It says Hollywood. Why?
My hat on my head.
Your hat.
My head.
Your head.
She ain't feeling you, Jack.
No.
She ain't feeling you, Jack.
Don't worry. No.
Rest in peace, brother.
Shoot, boy.
I have to ask. I'm sorry.
I love you.
No, that's my baby mama. That's my baby.
Alright, I better stop this before it goes any further.
I know, bro. We're gonna be doing like 17 minutes.
Something else can happen.
All right, come on, bro.
What's your opinion on the internet and how there's reporters out there writing stuff personally about wrestlers and about rumors and storyline spoilers? What's your opinion on that?
I have none. I'm not an internet freak. As you can see, you give me a surfboard, I can ride a surfboard. But as far as computers, man, I don't even know how to log on.
Fans email me. And because most of the fans are marks, then they come at me as a mark. And the day I'm in the truck with Mike, and that boy emailed me, and he's a new jack. WWF had the 4 horsemen on there. Why don't you go and show them how it needs to be done? And he was just rattling off on some old corny shit, right? And Mike got a kick out of that shit, which I did too eventually. But I'm reading this shit, and he's just telling me how he think I should do my shit. So I emailed him back. I said, let me tell you something. Look, you fucking fuck. I'm like, don't be emailing me with this bullshit, all right? I don't want to do nothing with the 4 horsemen. I don't want to do nothing with the WWE and whatever the fuck.
What's your opinion of like internet wrestling, the reporters and the news and all the rumors? Like, what do you think of that?
I feel it's been very destructive, and almost everything is very negative. And it's been something that's actually affected my life quite, quite fervently. Internet is kind of a wide open, scary thing. You have stalkers, you have people saying that they're you have, anything goes on the internet, and it's mostly almost all negative, and you're taking people's word for it, more than like a gossip, even a gossip paper. I could deal with that. It's half
She's
truth,
dead
half
balls
fiction,
on with this one.
Most of the time it's funny or fun, or even if it talks about a serious event.
Rest in
it's
peace,
not
China.
that bad, but the internet just is it's a very dangerous thing, and it's warped, especially with wrestling. There needs to be, things are not going to change until the media and the people who are writing understand the bigger picture as well. And if they know what's going on inside the walls, then I sure feel that it's their damn responsibility to write about that or show that, instead of just giving opinions about a negative ass kissers, so that they could become premier writers. Well, it speaks for itself. That's my opinion on it.
What's your opinion of like the internet, the reporters and all that? Is this
A little bit of blown out of proportion. A lot of shit's going on right now, but it's just things get blown out of proportion. But you have to understand, you have to take the good with the bad. When you're going to try to be a popular person, be on TV, you have to understand that there's the bad points too. That people are going to say things and blow things out of proportion, and people would rather tell something bad about somebody than good about somebody 10 times over. But you sign on to that when you come onto the business.
Batista is dead balls on with that
in
one.
your opinion affected the wrestling business?
Too many smarts. Too many people who think they know it all. Simple and plain.
Who are the ones that know it all? The reporters and the people that read it, or what?
These me, I don't even pay attention to them really. I just hear a whole bunch, so I'm just going off of that, you know what I'm saying?
How do you feel the internet's affected the wrestling industry?
I just think that the internet has just made promoters be a little bit more honest, and as the way that they treat the fans and even the wrestlers. And I just think it's brought a little bit of honesty to this business. I think there's a lot of negativism on the internet when this is, it's mindless entertainment. It is what it is. It isn't, a real big thing on most people's minds or in their worlds except wrestling fans and wrestlers themselves. It is what it is, and I just think that people that are so negative about it should maybe question themselves, what is it that they love about the business, and not always be trying to look for the worst of it, you know what I'm saying?
When most fans email me, some fans are smart. they email me and they be like, okay, Jack, hey, what's up, man? Just want to, holler at you, da-da-da. Hey, man, appreciate your work, da-da-da. But then you got them fans that think they know the business and they don't. And they come at you like they do, and they just straight up just stupid to the business. And they get to ask you these old mark-ass questions, and then email me with this shit. And every time they do, if I'm in a real bad mood, trying to get in a good mood, I email them back and fuck with them, man. And then it's like they email me, they be like, I don't like you no more. I don't give a fuck, you fucking fuck.
Was there anybody on the internet like personally attacked you feel in reporting lines, or?
I really haven't. I don't narrow into it that much because it's no use for me. I don't even go on the internet at all. I haven't. I tried to start a website a while ago, and I even got out of control. I even tried to answer hundreds of fans, and then when I couldn't anymore, on top of the rest of my life, people started getting really angry, and so I thought, this is so ridiculous. It's like, there's no respect, there's like, you're just totally, a piece of me, and then a danger too. I've had identity theft, I've had, why would I go onto the internet to read or to hear that stuff about myself or about anybody else? It pisses me off. So I don't condone it. So I don't go on it. And I don't pay attention to it at all.
What's the funniest email you got from a fan? And what did you do back?
One of the funniest ones I got was this girl sent me this picture of a little baby. And it was in a town that I'd never been in before. And she sent me this picture and she said, New Jack, this is your baby. And the baby looked like a pigeon with a spiked hairdo. I swear to God. And the only thing I could think of was whoever the daddy was of that baby, him and the baby mama should be shot and killed because two ugly motherfuckers will make an ugly kid, and that's what they did. And I told her that ain't my baby. And she said, no, but you was there with me. You remember that night? I said, look, bitch, cocaine's a powerful drug, but it ain't my baby. So she insisted that it was, and I was like, well, fuck you. I said, that baby belonged to Godzilla. That baby was ugly. So that was one of them.
Like recently on the internet, just like a follow-up question on that, like supposedly two ladies and some guys like had
supposedly I beat up two women and kicked one of them in the face while she was down. Which, to be honest, I got in a fight with, I think it was 6 people, and 2 of them were girls. The girl started it by dancing on me in a club. I told him to get off. The girl shoves me. I tipped her hat off her head. The guys surround me, start swinging. I just start pushing people out of the way. The bouncers jump on me. Then I just moved away. It was mostly assault on me, and they found out who I was, and things went up worse on the news, national radio. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? I'm more popular now than I ever was when I wrestled for this bullshit. But, fuck it. I'm a dick. I am. In a bar, I don't like people fucking with me. But it's not like I kick some girl in the face. It's not that bad. Did an altercation happen between me and several people? Yes. Did they come out on the underside? Yes, they did. Was it just 2 girls? No. Are they going to make it look like that? Of course. Yes. But you're going to believe what you're going to believe. I don't give a fuck.
What happened now? Like, they had a warrant out for you?
Yeah, I had a warrant and they came to pick me up.
You didn't even know you had a warrant though, did you?
No, this was my ex-girlfriend went next door and told the cops I was in a bar. And she was mad at me. It gets sensible deeper. Ex-girlfriends, kind of cheating, kind of shit like that, a little soap opera stuff and thrown into the middle and stuff.
Wow. So what's going to happen with all this? You're confident? They already dropped charges? Or
Sure, they have charges, but I have the greatest lawyer in the world. And plus 2, and I have like 5 signed eyewitnesses saying that I didn't do anything. And the girl started the whole thing, and it was 5 people. And I was just protecting myself. I did not even strike anybody. There was no hospital records. Even the examiner that came, I think somebody went to the emergency room or something like that, said there was no, I read it from the cops when they arrested me. They let me read the statements. There was no bruising of any kind, no signs of any kind of altercation whatsoever. So, I even talked to one, he's like, there's no evidence. So,
What is it about wrestling that makes you travel and dedicate so much time and so much energy to wanting to be a pro wrestler?
The crowd. The crowd is the best pay I have for the wrestler. The crowd and the junkies when they give me the hand and you good job. This is my pay. This right here.
What's the difference to you as an athlete? The mixture of shoot fighting, mixed martial arts, as compared to pro wrestling. How does it vary? And what is more strenuous and hard on you as an athlete?
Well, to be honest with you, I personally feel that I see a lot more injuries, a lot more things happen in the pro wrestling world. You know, in shoot fighting, I believe, is a harder training thing, but they're also concerned about their investment. And so if you start getting lit up too bad or whatever, the ref more than likely is going to step in before someone gets hurt too bad. But you know, the training is similar in some respects in that you have to work on a lot of technique and you have to know your moves, your grappling, those types of things. K1 forces me to be in a much better cardio shape. It has forced me to have to learn different aspects of martial arts, mixed martial arts, different types of combat. So I've had to hone my striking skills rather than be able to just execute maneuvers and those types of things. You know, it's a lot more. Whereas in pro wrestling, you can get away with making a mistake. In the world of professional fighting, one mistake will land you on the canvas, so to speak. I'm doing UFC and K1.
How long have you been training for that? And how does that sport differ from pro wrestling?
I don't know yet. I really fought as a kickboxer and did some hook and shoots, like some minor league UFCs before it was even called that. Before I started wrestling, and that was where I was a martial artist since I was 10 years old. And just fell into place. I got to use it when I wrestled. Now that I'm not wrestling, I want to go back to that.
How does the money in K1 compare like the money WWE would offer? Like, how does it really budget itself in contrast financially?
K1 financially is a bigger company than WWE. It's much more of an international exposure, and you can do very well if you could get on there and you could fight and make a name for yourself and draw a good crowd. So. I could definitely make, I do definitely make comparable money to, definitely not the top stars, but probably most of what you would call mid-card guys, so to speak, for a whole lot less aggravation and travel and wear and tear on my body.
I remember you telling me you used to be a pro boxer.
Amateur boxer.
And you're a big, strong guy. Do you think, is there ever a chance that you'll go into like mixed martial arts?
No, I'm too old for that. If I would have done it when I first started, I would have, but mixed martial arts wasn't big when I broke in.
K1 definitely has the money to throw out to anybody that's a good fighter that can impress the crowd, and they're always looking for good talent, especially American talent, because they do draw from the top fighters from all over the world, and actually the United States is a little bit lacking in the area of kickboxing and as far as representation in that company, so to speak.
How would you compare like your career in Mexico to your career in the United States?
It was different, so different about the money and about the rings and about the people. It's different, but I'm from Mexico, and I love this country too because they give me a lot of jobs and experience. This is good for me.
Compare the differences, and what do you like more, the United States style of wrestling, the American style, or the Japanese style? How would you rate, compare them both,
Well, for me, I prefer Japanese style for the simple reason is there are certain maneuvers where I get to hit a person as hard as I want with like roundhouse kicks and clubbing guys to the back, and just I really can get a good ferocious side of a high impact type of thing. For me, it's not about running around and doing high maneuvers or trying to outdo someone. It's about standing there and taking a type of fight like a man and dishing it out and taking it. And I just feel as though the style that
that I do over there that probably not many pro wrestlers here in the United States would feel like going in and trying to do with me, so to speak. But you know, you know, it's about what I do is based in real fighting, submissions, and holds, that type of thing. And so I'm not nearly as much into running the ropes and doing the flashy things, but I'm a big guy. I like to stand there and just slug it out and get the job done. And so that's what suits me a little bit better than you know, running around and trying to do flips off the top rope.
How would you compare like the mentality of a fan in Mexico as compared to the mentality like the way a fan in the United States acts at a wrestling show compared to the way the fans in Mexico act at a wrestling show?
It's so different, and this is why I love this country. I'm from Mexico, but this is why I love this country, because they respect in the United States. In Mexico is so different because they don't have the like mind for wrestlers. Different about the promoters and people. They respect they respect right here in the United States. In Mexico is different. That was so different.
Who do you feel you owe a great amount of respect to?
My person who I cherish more in this life is Mr. Antonio Inoki, a legend and a visionary beyond human being. I mean, he's just without words spoken at all. He's an incredible presence, and he's the man who I say I was touched by greatness when he trained me and taught me he taught me to a great amount of respect and confidence for myself, skill, knowledge, opportunity, and took me at a time, you know, without displaying it, never really acknowledging it. Was just, you know, this amazing presence that came into my life. And I have the most love for him. He is the king, and he's just a truly amazing person. Remember that particular moment working with him and being with him for the rest of my life.
Yeah, you said you had a WWE developmental deal.
Yeah, I had a WWE developmental deal. I got that in October of 2000, and I actually started training with them down in present-day Louisville, down in OVW, which is like their AAA league, and I was with them for about a year and a half until you know, there was a lot of budgetary cuts with WCW and ECW and the XFL going out of business, and a lot of stars that they were looking to sign, and I wasn't in their future at the time, so I was among those castaways, so to speak. But I went to 0-1, and I made a very good name for myself in Japan. Very popular over there. I was voted the most popular foreign wrestler in 2002. They had a poll. And so I was the most popular gaijin over that year. So I've done well. And, you know, as they say, you know, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So, you know, I got to go over there and learn about a better, not a better culture, but another culture and a better type of style of pro wrestling that suits me better as an individual.
Can you tell me about your family history? Like, who was your father? Or
Yeah, it was my uncles that pretty much brought me to the big leagues. Alfonseca. Then we have High Chief Peter Maivia, who's our uncle, and Rocky, the Rock, who is my cousin. And I have the Tonga Kid, who is my brother. I have the late Yokozuna, who passed away, who's my first cousin. I have Samu, who's my first cousin, used to be my partner as a head shrinkers. His father is Alpha. So my sister is my mother is Alfonseca's sister. Then we have Rosie, who's still in the WWE, who teams up with Hurricane. And we also have my younger brother, Jamal. And we got a few more Samoans that are already coming. So I guess we are the biggest family in professional wrestling today.
It's like legitimately proven.
It is. All you gotta do the research.
Who there was like really like a mentor to you? Who helped you like, you know, get in to, you know, be widely accepted in the locker room? Who helped you like
Big Show.
Paul White's one of my best friends still, and he did everything he could. We were travel buddies and friends, great friends.
Is it just expected when somebody gets born in the family, like, you're going to be a wrestler? Is it, like, expected?
No, man, it's never like that, man. It's something that just happened, man. Like I said, I broke into business because I was pulling my uncle's bags. I didn't know that one of the wrestlers wasn't going to show up that night, and I just happened to be the guy to be there, and he threw me in the ring, you know. So, but hey, I can say this, that I'm very proud of my family in the business. Most of the guys that are in the business now are, to me, very, very good workers. We were trained by one of the best in the business, and as we move on and our kids want to come into business, I can almost assure you they're going to be as good as us, if not better.
Can you tell us about what it was like getting in the business and getting in the power plant? Like, how much of a struggle was it? And getting on TV, like, how was that whole process for you?
To be honest, it wasn't as hard as it happened for a lot of people with me. My timing just happened to be superb, luck, because Paul Orndorff was running the power plant at the time when I came in. The hardest part was not going through the power plant, but was actually getting an interview with Paul Orndorff, and it was from a friend who helped out, a friend that worked in the office that changed a flat tire at 3 o'clock in the morning, did me a favor by getting me in an interview. Once I got an interview with him, it was done. He saw my gymnastics ability and how tall I was and loved it, and knew that I was a real fighter too, and he loved to shoot, and so it just fell into place. And 6 months later, I was on TV.
What was that like getting on TV in WCW? Like, was it a dream come true for you?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was. You know, being on TV, period, is a dream come true for anybody, I think. And then to run around in your underwear and get to beat people up and do flips, you know, it was a dream come true.
How hard is it to train to be a wrestler? Were you amazed by it, or were you like, did you just flow right into it?
Well, I've always been an athletic person. I've always played baseball and soccer and, ride bikes and, horseback riding and stuff like that. So I've always been a really athletic person. So I knew I could handle it. But I was pretty shocked at the amount of abuse that you do have to take. And, I've always been athletic anyway. I've always, I've been training for, quite a few years. And